Hi, I'm Mark Emily on behalf of ExpertVillage. Today I'm going to teach you everything you need to know about how to brew your own Hefeweizen. Today we'll be talking about everything you need to homebrew this style, which includes the ingredients, the equipment, and the different processes you're going to need to take all of your basic ingredients and convert them into tasty beer. I've been a homebrewer for about 9 years. I've got about 140 different batches under my belt. I'm the president of the Brewing Employees Wine and Beer Makers Club. I've even had some of my beers scaled up and produced commercially. There are many different ways to brew beers. Today we're going to be focusing on extract with specialty grains. Our focus will be doing on this as simply as possible and with the least amount of equipment investment to start up. We'll recommend the basic equipment you need and also some equipment that if you want to get a little more into it, you'll appreciate it later. To start off, I'm going to give you an overview of what you're going to be expecting during the whole brewing process. To begin, you're going to start on the brewing day. On this day, you're going to steep some specialty grains if you have them. Then you're going to add some malt extract and boil all of that. You're going to add in your hops. And then at the end of that, when you're done boiling, you're going to cool it down and add in your yeast. And this usually takes between 2 to 3 hours. After the yeast have been added, your wort is now beer. And the yeast will start fermenting away for about 3 to 7 days. And this is called your primary fermentation. Once the yeast starts slowing down, you're going to siphon out of your primary vessel into a secondary vessel. This operation is called racking, and it takes roughly 30 minutes. Once you're in your secondary vessel, you're going to let it sit and finish its remaining fermentation that it has left. And this will take usually 7 to 14 days. At this point, most of your yeast will have fallen out of solution, and your beer will be getting very, very clear. Finally, you're going to go into the bottling phase, where you're going to siphon one more time into your bottling bucket, add some priming sugar, and then fill up your bottles and cap them off. Then you're going to put them into a nice dark area and let them sit for 2 or so weeks. At this point, the beer will start carbonating itself, get up to a nice level, and then you'll be able to chill and drink your beer. While this video will be enough to get you started homebrewing, I'd like to recommend a couple other resources that you can use to develop your brewing skills. First, the American Homebrewers Association puts out a beginner's guide to homebrewing, which you can pick up at your local store or request at their website at www.beertown.org. Next, we have a classic book called The Joy of Homebrewing, which is going to be everything you really need to get started. For people who want to get a little more advanced, you can pick up How to Brew by John Palmer, which takes you through a little more of the science. And for some other good recipes out there, for some beers that you may have already tried and want to reproduce, there's Clone Brews and Beer Captured.